From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Yeah, hopefully no lightning delays tonight, Lace.
And a 6:30 start time tonight. It was 7 last night, so a little bit of a difference.
Slightly earlier, and the chance of rain is less today. It's still not zero. We'll still be in the same pattern where these pop-up storms start to fire, and right now the chance is about 10%. Hoping for, yes, no delays coming up for that sooner wind, which we know is going to happen. I want to show you this look across our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. You can see a little haze in the eastern skies. That is smoke from wildfires up in Canada, and man, it has been absolutely awful for air quality in downtown New York City. That is a live look in, that's not Oklahoma City. Folks, right there, not Oklahoma City. That is New York City, and you can see the smoke-filled skies that will actually get worse again through the day today due to those big-time fires. Let me show you the national look across the region. The fires, really, there's several of them across Canada. The ones that are impacting the New England states, including New York, are ones that are right here, but there are also fires further north, and the jet stream winds are pulling that smoke down into Oklahoma. The further east you travel, the worse the visibility is due to that smoke and all those little small particles in the atmosphere. Across Oklahoma, we had thunderstorms yesterday. Anytime you get the rain, that really helps flush out the low levels, but not everyone saw that. We had thunderstorms last night making their way into southwestern Oklahoma. That's the only place we've got rain right now is right along the Red River in the far southwest. Beautiful on our Integris cam, 65 for your Thursday morning. Very light winds, so any of those small particles, either whether it's smog or it's any type of pollutant, ozone, doesn't move around very much when you have light winds, and that can make it hard for folks with breathing issues, and today that trend continues. So lower 60s for most locations, some upper 60s. We've got temps today into the 80s and the 90s. It will be a warmer day, and afternoon rain chances, they're still very spotty, can't be ruled out. It's not a 0% chance here, but we do have a higher opportunity down to the southeast. Overall, the severe risk extremely low today, similar to what we've seen over the past couple of days, but if need be, we'll have trackers out under these storms. Jim Gardner, of course, will be bringing you a live look if they start to get a little rowdy, but right now it looks like mainly good old-fashioned heavy thunderstorms and downpours, which the lightning you have to respect. Today at 6 o'clock, 10% chance of rain and storms. By 7, same thing. Temps in the upper 80s falling to the mid 80s as OU takes on Florida State at 6:30 at Hall of Fame Stadium. There's the flow in the northeast, the jet stream winds around this low, pulling that smoke down further to the south, and that thing just parks itself over the next few days. So air quality not getting much better until we get into next week in the northeast. For Oklahoma, we've got these pop-up thunderstorms. By tomorrow evening, a complex forms in Kansas and in Colorado that pushes down into the Sooner State. Will likely make it all across central, northern, eastern Oklahoma, and we'll have to see what that does to the instability in the atmosphere for your Saturday afternoon. If we have a chance to recover, we could have some pretty severe storms coming up Saturday afternoon, but it's not locked in. Sunday, a cold front arrives, very slight chance of rain and storms, and then into your Monday and Tuesday, as this thing comes across the plains, that will ramp up the jet stream winds overhead. So if storms can fire, they'll have a lot more fuel to work with, and they could be more of those higher end severe storms if they form. And so we're watching for that for your Monday, Tuesday, maybe into Wednesday. But the timing of how this is setting up is not ideal for like a classic spring setup, which is a good thing. We don't like those classic severe spring setups, especially in June. Here's how we're shaping up into your Friday. Friday, very slight chance of rain by next week. Here's your 9-day, not your 9-day, this is your future next gen. Your 9-day is not here yet, but it is coming. Pop-up thunderstorms, a few of them possible into the afternoon and evening. Most of the state dry. Tonight, we may have a few thunderstorms into the northwest and off into eastern Oklahoma. Metro chances for Friday, very slight until late. 6, 7, 8 o'clock. We're starting to watch storms fire in the high plains, making their way into northwestern Oklahoma late, approaching the Oklahoma City metro overnight into Saturday morning, and this could bring a wall of water. Pockets of very heavy rain on the leading edge, a severe risk with wind and hail, and that scoots down into southeastern Oklahoma, and the data's more and more consistent that big complex forms. Lows tonight into the 60s. Here's your statewide forecast. Slight chance in the northwest and the northeast tonight. That higher chances tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, 80s and 90s. Afternoon, daylight hours, 30% chance of storms in the west, 20% in OKC. Then here comes the complex. It starts in the northwest, slides down into central and eastern Oklahoma overnight. Could have some golf ball size hail on the leading edge. and gusts to 65 miles per hour. And also, if we get storms ahead of that line, they could also be severe. Saturday morning, those storms are racing to the southeast and moving away. And we'll have to see how this plays out for Saturday afternoon, because we may have another severe risk. Storm chances Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then isolated next week. Back to you guys.